one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Huskers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The RPO, it's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Wolf. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Hayden. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When I think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass is broken up incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Wolf. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayden. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. Snags it down the right side. Right down the gut of the field. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the stripes serving through the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Finds his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Working that left side now. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Looking looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going deep. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Touchdown, Husker! Stealing a score on special teams. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
He'll bring it out. It's Witherspoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Wolf. Dumps it off in the flats. Turning it on! And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Finds a tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Single back formation, and they give it to him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to set up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Hey, Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Anger. Touchdown, Nebraska! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on her. David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. To throw, it's Wolf. He'll get rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds us back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Huskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground. He's got it again. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try to pop the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Offense scoops it up and still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Time out, Nebraska.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give on the option. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Husker! He found some open space and turned on the jets. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Soft spot in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Wolf. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hayden. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Huskers are flying down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go right back to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Witherspoon. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
The give to the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lead. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. The stiff arm gets him loose. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's the pressure. Buys a little extra time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Line getting set on 2nd down. They go to the draw. Find some fresh air. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be.
You ever get nervous?
They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more for that trip to the house. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing, having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll try to pound their way in. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Finds him out of the backfield. He's going for the goal line. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And the Huskers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground. Keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. They kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Grab near the sticks. It's Anger. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's got the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Makes it past the marker.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Snap it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Quick pass on the fly motion. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Minnesota, 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Wolf. He wants a big play here late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. it's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things.